what worked for you basically, and what have you been trying to do just to get in this position?
Just having fun, just working hard with Coach Hill. I decided to stay and train with Coach Hill mainly because of what Adam Rapopoulos did at his pro day last year. He had phenomenal numbers, and when I found out that he stayed in-house to train, it was already in my mindset. Just talking with Coach Hill, getting minding the things right to become even greater things. Just trusting in God and trusting in my training. And then Coach Hill told me to go out here and have fun today. Don't make it much bigger than what it actually is. It's just another day. Although there are scouts out here, I'm competing with them myself, and I'm competing with the teammates that I've competed with for the past 3 years.
What did you feel went well? I mean, it seemed like you ran the 40 well. Just pretty much everything seemed like perfect.
When I woke up this morning, God already had a plan for me. He already knew what I was going to do. It really wasn't, I don't want to sound cocky, but it really wasn't a surprise when I did what I did, because I just let go and let God take it from there and just trust in my training. Just up until this point, just making sure I was doing what I need to do to recover in my training, go hard every time, because when you're by yourself or it's like 2 or 3 people, it's so much harder to actually like push yourself than when it is with everybody else. And Coach Hill didn't press to push us, because he said if we don't push ourselves, it's going to show on pro day. So that's more incentive for me to actually dig within deep and grind it out. I went through all the pain, the training. The training was hard. This was easy. It was just kind of like game day. You practice all week. You get cussed out, you get gutted. But on game day, they cut you loose. Just open the gate and let you have fun.
How was training different than working with Coach Hill the past couple of years? For this, how was it different?
When I was playing football, it was more just pure football drills and like lifting heavy to get bigger. Although we was getting faster and getting stronger, it wasn't really as much to tone up for specific drills. But to be honest, nothing really changed. When I started working out with him, it was just like the summer workouts. I still ran 100s, I still ran 110s, I still squatted heavy, I still benched heavy. Nothing really changed because he knew my body and he knew what I needed to do and he knew what I wanted to do, and we set common goals, and he said the only way that we was going to achieve it as player coach is if we both came together. And, we gave it our all, because he gives it his all every day in coaching. So I just gave him my all every day training for him, because he did this out of the kindness of his heart, when he could have just, in his free time, hung out, went home, went to his son's school or something, So, I really thank AKA Big Swole, quote that, ENT, #1 client, Steven Houston. But Coach Hill was amazing, by the grace of God. I'm just blessed, today was a good day, who says what could happen to me tomorrow if we would get it all over, but all that counts is the day.
What, it seemed like a bunch of scouts were talking to you. Just what kind of reaction did you get from them? What kind of stuff were they asking you?
They were asking me like just general questions. How was I as a person? How do I fit in team-wise? Asked me to call out a couple plays for them, a couple personnel changes. Just wanted me to have fun and not really make it bigger than what it was. And a few of the scouts threw a couple curveballs at me saying that I wasn't touching the line, but we had already trained for that. We had already trained, if we don't touch the line, regroup, take a deep breath, go back and even do it better the second time, because you gave me that extra break. You gave me that extra rep. But, after it was said and done, the scouts was just talking to me. They told me that I look good. I got a few cards from them. They just told me to stay patient and to be humble, and, all things will work out right.
Have you heard from any teams before this, or is this kind of the first time you heard from anybody?
This is really the first. A couple teams like quality control guys called me to ask a few background questions, but nothing really, like setting up pride workouts yet. But hopefully after this workout, I get a few set up, have some fun. But I'm not really gonna press the issue. God has a plan for me.
How did the numbers go up today compared to what you were doing in training?
About tit for tat, but Coach Hill never really told us our times unless he had D-Mac, Coach Peeps, Coach Ricky here, also the time with him, because just one time, as you can see, it was multiple times and everybody's fingers different. So, you know, when we ran 40s, did 10s, whenever we used time, he never told us. He was like, that's good, but you can always get better at it. So, you know, I really wasn't too surprised. I didn't even ask my times when I was running. You know, people came and told me, because that's just how I was trained. Like, you know, maybe some other players want to know their times, but Coach Hill deliberately came up and told me my time. I didn't have to ask, because that's what I was trained to do. I just trusted my training and just let God work.